It's a box, a toolkit really, for educators on the traditional Sikh head covering. News 12's Joti Rekhi has more.
Well, the Patka box has a couple of the cloth head coverings in it, and it gives directions on how to tie the patka should it come undone while a student is in school. And as I learned from a family who's now planning to bring the Patka box into their school, that's a struggle that they've faced in the past. Here we go. On any given morning, Shan Pasricha's mom helps him get ready for the day by tying his patka, or traditional Sikh head covering, just like she used to do for his older brother, Jayraj.
Sometimes when I didn't know how to tie and then my parents would tie in the morning, it would get loose and then the teachers wouldn't know how to fix it.
Jayraj, now in 9th grade, recently felt like he was ready to move forward past the patka and start tying a turban like his dad. But he recalls starting off with a small square-shaped cloth as the only Sikh in his North Jersey school.
They used to ask me what's on your head, is that a rock on your head? And then I'd explain to them it's a part of my religion.
The article of faith covers a Sikh child's long uncut hair, which is tied into a neat bun on the top of their head.
There were times that Jay would be in a tournament and people would be like, hey, who's that kid? And what's going on? What's the religion? And they would ask questions.
Unlike Jayraj, his shy younger brother Sean now has a toolkit called the Patka Box to help him answer those questions when school starts again in a few days. His mom Sheena is the first in the tri-state to order the Patka Box, which was created after an educator herself, Rosey Kaur, was approached by a non-Sikh teacher when one of her students' patkas came undone during school.
For that child to be crying in that classroom and that inspiration towards getting something to the schools was something that I had to do. I couldn't leave that child feeling hopeless or helpless and that teacher feeling helpless because she didn't know how to tie the patka.
One time I did ask a teacher help, but then they just I think they called my parents maybe.
She was just like, his patka is really loose and I'm not sure what to do with it. So I kind of had to verbalize over the phone how to tie it. So at least his head didn't come home uncovered, and she tried her hardest.
The Patka Box includes a guide on how to tie the article of faith, which can be challenging for a young child to do themselves. More than 3,000 Patka boxes have been distributed to school districts globally, and conversations with district leaders here in the tri-state are currently happening, increasing inclusivity for students like Jayraj and his shy younger brother.
It'll definitely be much easier on him. People won't ask as many questions. People won't look at him weird. If my teachers had this and taught other people this before I came to school, it would definitely be way easier for me because everyone would know who I am, know what my patka is, what it represents, and all that stuff.
If you're an educator or superintendent or a parent who wants to learn more about the Patka Box, you can visit this story on our News 12 app or website. You can also find information on how to order one there as well.